Robbing Minds. Now it's time for our entertainment sector, and I'm joined by, our entertainment segment, and I'm joined by award-winning actress. She's done different things from acting to producing. She's also gone into politics. She's a fitness enthusiast, and she's looking like a pop star. Kate Henshaw, welcome to Robbing Minds.
Thank you very much.
The hat, the look, everything, even the nails.
The hat, I took it from your previous guest. He's my friend. I snatched it off his head.
And you know, we're saying behind the scenes that you have actually worked together.
I have.
And we'll go into that in the conversation.
Yes.
But on a more serious note, today marks 5 years of Bring Back Our Girls. And some will argue that these are no longer girls. They're women.
Yes.
5 years, the Chibok girls in captivity. We also still have Leah Sharibu. I mean, what do you think can be done to get these girls out?
I think protection of the citizens of a country is the prior and the prime, how do I say? It should be the prime agenda for any leader. As one goes missing, everybody should be, you know, like up in arms. That it's taken 5 years is really an indictment on our security agencies and the nation and the president and we as a people. Maybe we haven't made noise enough or we haven't advocated enough. But that should be the primary thing that should be done, even before thinking about elections or anything. It's like people have moved on, and it shouldn't be so. I wouldn't want to be a parent whose child is kidnapped for 5 years. And, you know, I can't even begin to imagine the psyche of the parents. It's terrible. So
the sanctity of the Nigerian life should be
primary, of utmost importance. Very, very, very key. You must protect your citizens. If not, why are we here?
And I like what you said about the individual responsibility. So even if we're not in government, we can still advocate. We can still bring these girls or women in this case to the remembrance. So everybody not just going to sleep about it so that 5 years doesn't become 10 years.
Absolutely. I pray it doesn't.
Now let's move to the entertainment aspect of things. So I mean, I started watching you as a child, and I've met you before, and I said, I still remember the movie with, I think, Norbert Young.
Oh, and Yet Another Day.
So you can see that there are just some actors that just do something, and it stays with you. And I've watched a lot of Nollywood movies, and till today, you're still very relevant. And
thank God.
Looking at what you studied, you know, going in the medical sciences is like, you're art or you're science, and you've gone from science to art. And why?
It was purely by chance. I'm a medical microbiologist. Just chance. You know, when school is over, you're looking for what to do. So I started modeling. I was a catwalk model. I did TV commercials. I did calendars. Then when calendars were the thing that people have in their offices, I shot my very first TV commercial in 1990 for Shield deodorant. And then from then on, you meet people. That's how I met JT. May he so rest in peace. He's dead now. And he invited me to an audition. I'm like, what's an audition? So inquisitive me, like always. Okay, let me go find out what's happening. And bingo, here we are, 26 years later.
At any point, did you feel like, okay, this foray needs to end. Let me go back to the medicine. Like, I've had enough of the spotlight.
There wasn't a chance for me to even think that far. There wasn't. As soon as I shot my first movie, served in Bauchi for my NYSC, and before then I had shot the movie. So when I came back from my youth service, the movie was out. Everybody was, oh no. I'm like, I didn't even remember I'd played the character. I'm like, why are they looking at me and pointing? Then someone said, oh, can't you remember you did a film? Oh, and from then it was back to back. They want you this movie. And then there was a small lull, and I worked with Opa Williams in his office as a client service executive, Virgin Organization. And then the movies came, and then other stuff. So, hey.
And by other stuff, let's talk about politics.
Yes.
Because I remember your campaign and
2014.
And, you know, you're a woman, and women in politics in Nigeria is still something that's on the rise. Can you tell us about that experience?
I don't know. I was just lying there in bed, and the elections were upcoming. I'm like, somebody just said, why don't you try? I didn't consult anybody. I just said, let me just go for it. For me, I always believe that you should try everything and then just live with whatever consequences are with it. But an experience is bound to be obtained from every journey, every aspect of your life. So I decided to run. bought the forms and everything. Now told my mom, and she said she wouldn't support me. That don't go there. It's for dirty, people that is dirty game, muddy, all sorts of negative stuff. And then of course some people said, "Okay, why don't you give it a try?" And it was an experience that I will never forget. It was not easy. It was very, very capital intensive. I had to spend a lot of my money, running into millions. One or two friends, gathered around and put some money together for me, but it was quite an emotional journey for me.
Okay, let's go back to the last elections, because that's another election cycle completed, and we had the not too young to run. We had lots of young people in their 20s, 30s coming out to run for the highest office of the land, and also we had women coming out. What do you make of it? Like, have you seen a growth from that election season where you tried your hands in it to this most recent one?
I've seen a growth in the number of candidates, but I'll also say that you need to be in a party structure. You will need to be active. I mean, a lot of people were running for presidency, and I feel to be president of Nigeria, most especially, you need some skills. You need some knowledge. You need time to have gone through some form of work in the political space, either as a minister, a senator, a governor. You need that kind of experience, because to govern Nigeria, trust me, is not going to be easy. So yes, maybe the number of aspirants were a bit too much for me. I felt that having women run, it could have been more. I mean, we had Obi there. We needed more women. But it's not easy as a woman in Nigeria, first of all. Then you're talking about going into politics. So you're just in two extremes. The support is not really there, even from fellow women. I experienced it. The money, the way men will look at you like, you should just, why are you going so high? Calm
or maybe
down.
There's even a glass ceiling where we don't see enough people coming out, say, for governor, but you always have maybe a woman as the deputy.
That was my own conversation. Why always a support? When the woman can take care of her home, when she can take care of her corporate environment, why can't she lead as a governor? Why is it always support, support, support? Why is she a woman leader? Why is she in charge of Ministry of Women Affairs? Yes, a woman should be there, but she should do more. And yes, we have had some bad egg women who have and that's what the men will hold. I'm like, see what this one did. We don't want another one to come and spoil it. But all women are not the same. You should give equal chances, fair chances, a level playing field for everyone.
And you could also say that we also have bad egg men. So,
bad egg men, yes.
So if we can excuse that, then we should also be able to excuse.
Exactly, but we are the underdog, so we should try and do better, do more, so that they won't point the finger. It's always like that.
I'm curious to find out if this experience, personal experience, is what inspired your latest movie, because you said you're someone that sees something and you want to do something about it.
Yes.
So if you can't get the ticket, perhaps you can change the narrative through your medium.
Yes, I was approached by Shaya about this role in Fourth Republic, which came out on Friday in the cinemas, and I looked at it. I'm like, this sounds like me, or sounds like some women who have run for office before, but not as a governor. So I was quite intrigued, and I was really excited. I was challenged that, okay, I'm going to bring it. I'm going to do my utmost best. And I also feel somehow, he hasn't told me, but I guess maybe because I ran for office, he felt I might be able to do the role and then do justice to the character and bring some emotions that, if you don't have that experience. Any good actor will be able to play it, but for me, it was very close. It was close for me because I had gone through that experience. So I could tell what the character was about. So
and going back in time, revisiting those emotions, I'm sure there are very dark days.
Yes.
How was that like? Because it touches, it goes.
I cried for weeks. I cried when I was running for office. I cried because of the money I was spending. I cried because of the betrayal. I cried because I felt I wasn't getting enough support. And then the funny thing is, they told me back home, we don't know you. That hurts. How can you not know me? I'm Kate Henshaw from Cross River State in Nigeria. You know me. My family is with you there. So what they basically meant is, we don't know you because you're not in our political circle, and maybe we haven't felt your presence
on TV.
Yeah,
come from Lagos.
Yeah, exactly. Come from Lagos, just want to come and I don't understand.
And you know, in our conversation, you mentioned about, you know, why can't a woman be the governor?
Yes.
And that's what you do in
Fourth Republic.
Can you give us like a teaser for people who haven't yet seen this movie?
First and foremost, you'll definitely love it. It shows, it mirrors our political environment very, very, very well. It's beautifully shot. The characters, all of them, bring their A game. You would love it. You would love her to win. You would love her. You would even love the bad guys in the movie. It's an all-round positive movie, trying to change the narrative, especially for women and young people, not to allow themselves to be used in a negative way. Also shines the light on our judicial system, you know, trying to be fair. We need a fair and just judiciary, you know, to be able to do the right things in a society.
So do you think going into 2023 we'll see more women coming up for governor, for Senate, House of Reps?
I think they're in the Senate. We have women in the Senate.
But the percentage is so low.
It's dropped lower than when we had the former administration. You know, it's dropped. We can hardly find women. So we need to get back up there. We need to be like Rwanda, where it's 50-50 or even more women. Because when you have women, good, strong women, things will work.
So what was it like working on this movie? I mean, Ishaya Bako is quite known for his work, and the cast. What was that experience like?
Ishaya is very detailed. There were days where I wanted to strangle him. I won't lie. You know, he was like, But having watched the movie, his attention to detail is something to be applauded. I mean, the cast, Aina is like a brother, Linda, like a small sister, Uncle Bimbo. I've admired him. I've been on stage with him. We had Reiki Atta, Jide Atta. I worked with him in Domino many years back. Yakubu Mohammed, never worked with him, but he's a lovely guy. So many people, everybody was just okay. It was a lovely, lovely time. We're in Abuja for 3 weeks plus, going to a month, and we sort of made it our home. It was a totally lovely experience, really. Hard work, but we've seen the result right now.
So, like, any memorable experience from that sticks out?
I guess when we had to go to the High Court, you know, for me, that scene, I've never been in a tribunal, but I could feel that this is what people have to go through when they're trying to claim their mandate, and when they feel that they've been done wrong in the electioneering process, that this is where they have to go. This is the tedious process that they have to go through in order to secure what is theirs. And they have to be patient. You have to be long-suffering, so to speak, and you have to trust the process. And thankfully, the judges were fair. So the right person won.
Okay. You also do other things. Like you mentioned that you worked with our first guest.
Yes, I love him.
On an international platform.
Yes.
And a lot of times we don't always celebrate our own, but then someone out there on the global stage sees something. What was that experience like?
Oh, it was like being on a movie set. I made friends, and we still have a WhatsApp group where we chat with each other, 50 judges from across the continent. It's an amazing connection, amazing. Everybody, lovely. I mean, I met Yemi, he became my brother instantly. I remember when he was leaving, I was crying. And so many people, we still keep in touch. The experience for me really opened my eyes to, you know, what is going on out there. I mean, you know, you dream of being on the other side, but when you finally get a platform like that to work on, it helps you. It makes you a better person. So even when you come back home, you have added some more experience. Your work ethic has changed. You demand better. You want quality. So that was what it did for me.
I mean, you said 1990. That was when you first shot your commercial.
Yes.
And we're in 2019. Staying power. You've been relevant across different disciplines. What will you attribute that to?
It's not a cliche, but it's God's grace. Absolutely. Because sometimes, I won't lie, when I wake up in the morning and I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, what's so special about me? But I also try to be very professional when I'm working, try to be at the right place at the right time, on time, do my work, be diligent, try and be courteous, and just, I guess that also helps when people are trying to find someone to do something like, I'd like to work with this person. She'll give me exactly what I want. She'll be on time. She'll be professional. It's not about you when you're working. It's about the work.
And what do you make of today's celebrities, people who are just coming into maybe Nollywood, coming into TV, the media, and they just expect everything?
They will be disappointed. You can't just happen upon it. It can happen. But then, are you going to stay that long? Are you going to stay 10, 15 years? Will people still remember you? I always say, let it be about your work. It's never about you. It's about your work, because you never know who you're inspiring. A young guy, a young woman who's looking up to you to be like you. Now, the things that you do will help them or mar them. So it's not about you. You don't come with, oh, I want it now. No, there's a process. Everything in life has a process. If you don't go through the process, you'll not be able to value what you have.
And what about celebrities using their platforms? Because some would say, look, I'm a celebrity, don't use me as a role model to judge me.
Fair enough.
Or
I agree
some
with that.
celebrities will say, okay, I have a voice, I'm going to advocate, I'm going to... What's your view on that?
Hey, it depends on the individual. Some people don't want... Like me, don't use me as your role model. If you find something in me that you like, it's okay, but don't put me on a pedestal and expect I'm human. First and foremost, everyone is a human being. So it depends on the individual. You don't want that tag of role model, please leave me, let me just celebrate myself. Or I'll use who I am, my voice, the power that I have to change lives, to touch lives. There are varying human beings in the world, so I wouldn't judge anyone. But I would say, if you can, help one person.
And this last election season, we saw some celebrities going into politics. Is this something you're going to consider again, going back into politics? And what do you think of when celebrities use that mileage that they have to go into public office?
Oh, it's good. It's very, very good. I mean, Arnold did it in California. So for the fact that you have all those fans, that should be able to translate into you being able to do something better for them, to affect them more than them just watching your movies. You're actually working, and not just them, but for people that may not have a relationship with you. So it's good. Everybody, even you, can aspire. Yes, but I'm saying it's not everybody that must be in politics, but we must be involved. It's very, very important, because the laws and the policies that come up, the senators make, the House of Rep members, the president signs a bill, it affects our lives. So we need to be involved. If you want to be, join a party, join any party you want, but as you pass through the ranks, you should be able to make decisions that will bring out a quality candidate for us to vote into office.
So can that quality candidate be sitting right in front of you for 2023?
Please. Hey, you never know.
So you've not quite given up on this
politics? No, I haven't.
Thing.
I'm the special advisor to the governor of Cross River State. I'm in charge of the liaison office. So he gave me an appointment. But I'm ready to do more. I'm willing to do more. I have a heart for people. And I believe what we as Nigerians, we deserve so much more. So much more. So much more.
So elective office is definitely something you'd consider?
Yeah, if they will crowdfund for me, because I don't have money.
And let's go back to your fictional character in Fourth Republic. What was she like? Because she's somebody that, I mean, you said we'll want her to win.
Yes.
So what did she do differently?
I can't tell you. You have to go and watch. She was quite focused on what exactly she wanted. She was strong. She was also compassionate. But she was an advocate for doing things the proper way. She was a stickler for, you know, like, let's do things the right way. Let the law take its due course, its process. And she's not about to do any funny business, but I'll leave you to go and watch it. Don't let me let the cat out of the bag.
So we can expect to see you crying, down,
no crying.
Happy.
Down, yes, but she don't cry. Governors don't cry.
Strong character.
You will love her. You would love her.
And the music, the costumes.
Yes,
what else?
I mean, I watched myself. I'm like, you'll be nice as governor, right? I saw my face, or well, not my face, the character's face in the governor's office, and I was telling my friend, like, I'll look nice as a governor, but not just nice. I'll be able to walk. I'll do the walk. Yeah, I said yes now, kids. You know, friends, what will they say? They'll say yes.
Thank you so much for being our guest on the entertainment segment, and all the best with the movie. I'm sure from everything you've described, it will definitely be a must watch.
Thank you
again.